Welcome back. Let's learn English vocabulary the fun way. Today we are going to look at something called homonyms, which are essentially words with the same spellings and pronunciations but different meanings. Let's see what these are. Hi, I am Ajit from Capshine. Capshine is a revolutionary learn it together English fluency program. With Capshine, learning English is easy, quick, fun, affordable, and effective. And we promise a whole new you in 6 months or less. So what are homonyms? Well, these are words with the same spelling and pronunciation but different meanings. So they sound and look the same, but they can be used in different contexts to mean different things, right? So this is different from your heteronyms and homophones, different from those. This is a different class of words, and let's have fun learning that today. So the first set is bear. Pronounced the same, bear. So on this side is someone who cannot bear something, right? And you might know the animal bear, that is also there. When you cannot bear something, you cannot put up with it anymore, right? You cannot deal with it anymore. I was in no condition to bear his accusations, nor to answer his questions. To put up with or tolerate is to bear. On the other hand is bear as in to hold an official title, right? She bears the title of Duchess. So you can also use this in that context as well. Same spelling and pronunciation, different meanings. The next one is fall. We know that there are different seasons. Fall is another season. The next fall, my brother left not for Canada but for Ann Arbor, right? During that season, fall. And on the other hand is the other fall, like the waterfall, right? You can call it fall as well. Over it, a trickling water dripped, carved out by a fall that had once been strong and full. So you can call that feature, the waterfall, a fall as well. You also have duck, right? On one side, when you duck, you are bending down and probably to avoid something, you duck for cover, right? That's also an expression. On the other hand, you have your animal, duck, right? They duck their heads and don't chatter at me like they normally do. So suggesting that they're ignoring you or they're upset or afraid with you when they duck and ignore. On the other hand, the landlady threw out a pregnant tenant just because she owned a duck. That's sad, isn't it? Then we have file. There are two different meanings, and this might be different from what you know or are aware of. On the one hand is the verb file, to list or give a formal letter of complaint or to submit some official document is to file something. I filed my complaint with the police department and tried to forget about the incident, but I couldn't, right? To file a complaint, to file a request, to officially ask or complain about something is to file. On the other hand, when you create a file or to walk in a file, you're creating a straight line and you're walking in an orderly manner. We filed into the living room where our dripping clothes made puddles on the Persian rug, right? So to go in a file or to have filed is to walk in a straight, a straight sort of a queue-like manner into a place or a location, to file. Before we go to the next few words, let me quickly talk about the Capshine learning model. Through this, you get access to speaking opportunities, you get to learn as a group, you get a personal coach, and you get micro lessons and live classes through which you can build your foundations, get your doubts solved, and improve your confidence to speak and write English. Let's continue with our conversation. The next word is cool. Right? There's also the feeling cold, right, which is that, but you also could be cool as an adjective, which means to be very fashionable, very trendy, to be perceived as someone who everyone else wants to be like. For example, Ramsay wanted to get back home and hang out with his cool uncle. It's someone who is very, very good at something, someone that everyone else thinks is very good and fashionable, who other people want to be like. On the other hand, a cool breeze came in through the window, right? Cool as in cold. You also have nail. While you have your obvious nail, as in what you have in your hands, she spent hours taking care of her nails, touching up chips and brushing on her coats of polish. You also have to nail something, right? This is a figure of speech, this is an idiomatic expression. His preparation helped Chuck nail the interview and get his dream job. So used as a verb to nail something you could use it to say that you really did a great job of it, right? You gave your 100% and it turned out perfectly well. You could also nail a shoot in basketball, right? Or nail that long shot in whatever sport that you're playing. Essentially, when you give it your best shot and it happens, things align really well and things go really well, you nail it, right? To nail something. You also have ship. On the one side, you have the ship, the literal ship that floats on, that floats on the sea. Or you also have to ship, to send something. And it doesn't mean that you send it through sea. It can be through anything. You can ship a package to your neighbor through Dunzo maybe, right? How do people get a tiny little ship into a itsy bitsy bottle? Like the one that no one knows. And of course, all shipping on the great continent is by these electric powered trucks. So even though it is being transported by 4-wheelers or 8-wheelers, whatever it is still called to ship. Something from the olden times when everything was transported by sea. You also have 2 other words for bank. To bank on someone is to rely on someone who's dependable, you can bank on. On the other hand, bank is also to tilt in flight. When your flight tilts, it is banking, right? Not tilting down, but tilting sideways is to bank. A good friend is someone you can bank on when things get tough. On the other hand, to avoid the flock of geese flying towards him, Jason, the pilot, banked the aircraft, right? To tilt sideways. And that's about it for today. I hope you found today's lesson informative. If you liked it, make sure you like, hit the subscribe button, and of course, hit the bell notification to not miss videos from us. And do not forget to check out the 30-day free trial just for you. Do this by going to capshine.com or downloading the app from the App Store. Thanks for watching.